Hi, my name is Julie Lafleur, and I am a mind-body wellness practitioner. I help people release their stress and anxiety and other emotions that are heavy to help them feel more peace and more joy. And I'm here to show you a technique that I think could maybe help you if you're feeling anxious or stressed for tryouts. Okay, and so it's really easy. We're going to be just talking and tapping certain points on the body. I'll lead you through it and hopefully this helps you. All right, ready to go? The first thing we're going to do is we're going to identify how we're feeling. Okay, and so sometimes tryouts make people feel anxious. Maybe you're feeling anxious. Maybe you're feeling stressed, maybe you're feeling scared or frustrated. And so just think about kind of how you're feeling, and then also think about where you feel it in the body. And so that might be kind of like a weird question, like what is she even talking about? But if you just kind of close your eyes and you take a deep breath, and you think about being on the ice during your tryout, and you think about how you're feeling, and then just see if you can feel it anywhere in your body. Sometimes people feel like tightness in the chest. Sometimes people feel pressure in their head. Sometimes people feel heaviness in their stomach. Sometimes people feel like a weight on their shoulders. So those are just examples of where people kind of hold their stress in their body sometimes. So try to tune in to see where you're feeling your stress or anxiety or whatever feeling you're feeling. All right, so when you have that kind of the feeling, where you feel it in the body, and then I want you to rate it from 0 to 10. So 0 is I don't feel it at all, and 10 is like I can't even handle it, it's too intense. And so you're probably somewhere in the middle in there. And so just write that number down, or just remember that number, just so that we kind of know where we started from. All right, so you got that, how you're feeling. Stressed, anxious, scared, whatever it is, frustrated, anything that feels kind of depleting and that could be holding you back. And then where you feel it in your body, and then the number. Okay, and then we're gonna start tapping. So the first point, you tap on the side of your hand here. It's called the karate chop point. Okay, so just start to tap here and take a deep breath. And you can repeat after me, inserting kind of the feeling that you have and where you feel it in the body, okay? So I'm just gonna give an example just so that you know how to do it, but you just insert what feels right for you, okay? Okay, here we go. Even though I'm feeling anxious about tryouts, and I can feel that in my chest, I'm okay and I'm safe right now. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're just showing our brain and our body, even though we can be feeling a certain way, we are safe. Okay, it's helping the brain understand we're safe. Okay, one more time. Even though I'm feeling anxious about these tryouts, and I really feel that in my chest, it's like tightness. I honor how I feel, and I'm a good hockey player. Notice how that feels. Does it feel good to say that? I'm a good hockey player? How often do we tell ourselves that, right? Probably not very often. Okay, let's try that one more time. Even though I'm feeling anxious about tryouts, and I feel that in my chest, I honor how I feel because it's normal, and I'm a good hockey player. All right, the next point is between the eyebrows here, so just tap kind of between your eyes. right here, and just breathe as you focus in on that feeling of anxiety or stress or fear or whatever that is. Just tune into that. Maybe picture yourself on the ice and really feel where you feel that in your body as you're tapping. And take some deep breaths in and out. Okay, the next point is on the side of the eye, right on the bone here. And just tune into where you're feeling that in the body. All this pressure in my chest, or wherever you're feeling it. Just tune into what feels true for you. It doesn't matter how fast or how slow you're doing it. You're doing it right, not to worry. Okay, now under the eye, right on the bone here. Still tuning in where you're feeling it, all this anxiety in my chest. You can talk, or you don't have to say anything. You could just be tuned into where you're feeling it. It might be stronger now than when we started because we're not always used to tuning into the depleting emotions. We sometimes just try to not feel them. So your rating could be getting higher. That's okay. It's not a problem. If it gets intense, you can also tap one side and then the other. It's called bilateral tapping. This helps to get more relief. Okay, the next point is under the nose. All this anxiety in my body. Focus in on wherever it is for you. All this anxiety in my chest. Take some deep breaths. Okay, the next one is under the lip. Just kind of over top of the chin there. And breathe. All of this anxiety when I think about tryouts. And then the collarbone part, so you find kind of the U of the collarbone and you go down an inch, out an inch. There's a bit more of a like meatier area there. So just tap here and focus in on where you feel that in your body, where you feel the anxiety or whatever it is you're feeling. Tune in there. And breathe. Again, if it's feeling intense, you can tap one side at a time to help bring that anxiety or whatever the feeling is down. Okay. And then under the arm, so kind of 4 inches under the armpit there. You can do both sides like this. Or you could do just one side. This, and breathe. Tuning into where you feel that anxiety. And then top of the head. Okay. And if you are still feeling anxious or whatever you're feeling, then you just continue. Eyebrow point again. Tuning into where you feel it in the body. Sometimes it moves. Sometimes it goes from the chest to the shoulders. So you just follow that. All this pressure in my shoulders. Okay, again, you can speak it out loud or you could just tune into it. Make sure you're following it. Paying attention where it is in the body. Side of the eye. All this anxiety when I think of tryouts. Now, if your number is getting lower, like if it's getting to like a 1 or a 2, and no pressure. If it's not, that's totally normal. You just keep tapping. Just keep tapping on all the points and just focus in, follow where you're feeling it in the body. Okay, but if it is getting lighter, then you can introduce a little bit of positivity, like, I'm open to feeling good about tryouts. I'm open to feeling free about tryouts. Whatever it is you feel, I choose to feel great about tryouts. Now, it's important not to go to the positive without letting the negative out. So if you're still feeling anxiety, no problem. You just keep doing that. But after a few rounds, if you are feeling better, you can say, I'm open to feeling better. Under the arm. Just tapping here and taking some deep breaths. And if you are feeling better, you can say, I'm open to feeling great about tryouts. I'm open to rocking tryouts. I'm open to showing how amazing I am. I choose to show how amazing I am. Deep breath. All right, and then you shake it out. Okay, and that's how tapping works. And so if you're still feeling anxious or still feeling kind of stressed or all that, no problem. Just kind of rewind and go back and tap on all the points, tuning into where you feel it in the body. And then when it gets down to like a 1 or a 2, then you can introduce that I'm open to releasing this anxiety. I'm open to feeling great. All right. And so I hope that was helpful. I hope that you use this technique, and I know you're going to be amazing at tryouts. I believe in you. Have so much fun, and yeah, enjoy. Take good care.